Okay, so a computer mouse mat is semicircular in shape. It has a diameter of 20 centimeters. Calculate the area of the mat. Okay, so we know that the area of a circle is pi multiplied by the radius squared. Okay, so you've got to get that formula right. You can't use the circumference formula, which would be a very common mistake here. People would see the diameter and straight away think they're using the circumference formula. Okay, so that's the area of a circle. Because this is a semicircle, it will be half of that. So the area of the semicircle is going to be half of pi times, now we've got to be careful, this is a diameter, so that's 20. The radius would be half of that, so it's 10. So it's 10 squared we've got to use. Okay, so keying that into our calculator. Okay, so that comes out as 50 pi, and if you were asked to give your answer in terms of pi, that's what you would do. But then if we look at the decimal equivalent, we get now again, because our answer was to two significant figures, we can't, or the nearest whole number, we really couldn't give it to be any more accurate than 157. Or if we say that it's been given to the nearest two significant figures, you could even make an argument to say it rounds to 160. Second significant figures, 5. Because the next number is bigger than 5, we've got to round up. So I would imagine both of those answers would be acceptable. Okay, we move on to the second part then. Find the midpoint of the line joining A and B. Okay, so what we need to remember here is the midpoint of a line joining 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2 is equal to, you add the x coordinates together and divide by 2 to give you the x coordinate of the midpoint, and you add the y coordinates together and divide by 2. So in this case it's going to be minus 1 plus 3 divided by 2, and it's going to be 6 plus minus 2 divided by 2. Okay, so minus 1 plus 3 is 2, divided by 2 is 1. 6 plus minus 2 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. Okay, the last part then. It's a very similar sort of question. The point M is the midpoint of the line joining the points C and D. C is the point 1 minus 1. Find the coordinates of D. Okay, so we're going to say D has coordinates A and B. We don't know what they are, that's what we have to find out. Okay, so again, as using the same formula before, the midpoint, so we know 4, 1 is equal to, we're going to add the coordinates together, so 1 plus A over 2 and minus 1 plus B over 2. Now we've got two equations that we can solve. So we know this has to be 4. So 4 is equal to 1 plus A divided by 2. So 1 plus A has to be 8. So A would have to be 8. Take away 1, 7. So that's 7. And then we know minus 1 plus B over 2 is equal to 1. So 2 would be minus 1 plus B. So B would be 2 plus 1, which is 3.